Coming up on UMass Hoops Insider, it's time for Atlantic 10 play, and we'll preview the conference season with Coach Kellogg. And we go back in time to revisit one of the most lopsided victories against one of the most heated UMass rivals. Plus, Coach takes us on the practice court with the team. UMass Hoops Insider starts now.
Now the UMass Hoops Insider with Derek Kellogg, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
2 years ago, the Minutemen opened A-10 play against a 14-1 Dayton Flyers team, but it was UMass that dominated the day, winning by 13 points to ring in the conference season. They'll try to duplicate that feat Sunday afternoon in the Atlantic 10 opener versus the Flyers. Welcome to the program. Coach Kellogg is with us. Well, ready or not, it's Atlantic 10 season. Can you believe the conference plays upon us already?
I'll tell you what, I can't believe it's come so fast, and to have such a great league like the A-10 to have to get my team ready for. It's definitely going to be a big-time challenge for a league that's really made some strides here in the preseason competition.
Well, let's look at your team. 8-5 in non-conference games. What are your expectations heading into the Atlantic 10?
I'm hoping that we continue to grow as a team and a program, that my young guys continue to play harder defense, compete at a high level, and we want to go in every game and give ourselves a chance to win. And when you're playing teams that are NCAA tournament level teams and NIT Final Four teams, it's a difficult conference that my young guys better be ready for.
It is a difficult conference. In fact, 5 straight years the league has had multiple NCAA tournament bids, 3 in the last 3 seasons. Are you expecting the league to be as strong this year?
I think so. I mean, from top to bottom, it has to be one of the toughest leagues in the country. You have teams like Temple and Richmond, Xavier, Dayton, and so on and so forth that are perennial NCAA tournament teams every year. So every game, every night out is a challenge, and that's what you really want when you're a UMass basketball program.
Well, you mentioned Temple. The Owls are the 3-time defending champs. They're going for a 4-peat this year, and by the way, the last team to do that was UMass back in the 90s. Are they the team everybody should be gunning for, Temple?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're a team that's really separated themselves from the pack. They play one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the country, and they've proven that they can compete and beat some of the top teams out there. And they're probably a definite NCAA, whether they can win our league or an at-large team, and they're the team to beat the conference.
Your old rivals, the Temple Owls. Well, hey, let's take a look at this weekend's game. It's UMass and the Dayton Flyers coming up Sunday at 2 p.m. Well, the Flyers won the NIT championship last season, and they've been off to a strong start again this year, including wins against Ole Miss, Seton Hall, and New Mexico. How about them, Coach?
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job. They have some great senior leaders with a great bunch of cast members. One of the teams in our league that I think is right on the bubble for an NCAA tournament bid, and I'm hoping that come Sunday we can put a little chink in their armor and continue to play good UMass basketball.
When you've looked at them on film, who sticks out for you most?
Oh, we know Chris Wright's the guy who's a double-double machine, a guy who's very athletic, has been there now for, it seems like forever, and he really is the guy that makes the straw, I guess, that stirs the drink. And, freshman point guard at Jawan State, and they have a really good program, a really good team, and it's going to be a big-time challenge for us Sunday.
Tip-off is at 2 p.m. The game is nationally televised on CBS College Sports, or, of course, if you don't come out, you can listen on the radio and the internet on the UMass Sports Network. Well, this UMass big man can be electrifying with his alley-oop slam dunks. A North Carolina native who took the circuitous route to Amherst, transferring all the way from Oregon State, and he started 37 of the 45 games since he hit the court with the Minutemen. With more, Big Y presents A Few Minutes with Shawn Carter.
I'm Shawn Carter. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm a redshirt junior, and I'm the center. They call me S-Dot mostly because Jay-Z's name is like Shawn Carter. They call him S-Dot, Hov, and all that stuff. So a lot of people just call me S-Dot. Yeah, I've been on the phone with people before. Like at phone companies, they asked me if I was really Jay-Z, and I was like, nah, I'm just Shawn Carter, regular guy. The game at the Garden when we beat Memphis, that was a pretty big game for us throughout the whole year. That was a big surprise for everybody around. I was like, I don't know, I was pretty surprised. I was like excited and surprised and all the same thing at the same time. I was ready for the game to be over, so I tried to get everybody back because I knew there was time on the clock still. Fears, I don't like rats. Rats probably the biggest thing I don't like, really. Yeah, rats, possums, and skunks. So I always see possums and skunks around here, around school, and I hate those. I ran over a possum before. I didn't like that. Feeling. I like Chinese food. I don't know why. I just always liked it since I've been younger. I always liked Chinese food. I've been a Lakers fan for mad long. I was a Hornets fan until they got kicked out of Charlotte. So then I started being a Lakers fan ever since then. I've always been a Kobe fan, but I like Kevin Garnett's game a lot. High energy guy. That's the biggest thing about him. All the energy he brought to the court. He's a different type of player than I am. I'm more of a guy who can bring energy to the court, rebound, block shots, and do all little things for the team.
Thanks so much, Shawn. Here we are outside the Mullen Center for a portion of today's program. Before heading into Atlantic 10 play, the Minutemen finished the non-conference portion of the season with a couple of games, first against BU at home on New Year's Day, and then at Central Connecticut State on Monday night. Let's take a look back at the highlights. As always, here we are with instant replay.
A couple of misses by Holland. Minutemen by 4. Bringing it all the way. Farrell to the rim. He banks it in and a foul. Shawn Farrell's ankle looked about as good as we've seen in several weeks. Minutemen lead by 10 and have it back. Shawn Farrell, Darryl Trainum, Freddie Riley backcourt. Matt Hill, Samson Carter in the front court. 3 by Riley again. And he's got another one. He pulled up from the right side this time and hits his second straight. And it's 15-2, the Minutemen. Freshman Irving running the point, picks up the dribble on the right side. Lob underneath, Hazel to O'Brien, and he banks it in. Terriers within 1. 25 seconds into the half. Trainum, great pass up to Shawn Carter, who soars in for a two-handed slam dunk. Rebound defensively by UMass. Here they come up by 4. Gurley all the way. Gurley banks it up and banks it in. And now Anthony with 8 quickies, forcing BU to call a timeout. UMass steals it away from Holland. Samson to Carter. Bats it up ahead to Gurley as he was falling down. And Anthony wisely will back it out. Now he'll take a 3. And oh, he's got another one. How about that? Third straight 3 that Gurley's hit. To UMass, they overplay a pass. Martin's pass stolen by Shawn Carter. And he soars in for the two-handed dunk.
Scoring then, and now that he's stopped, the whole team struggling.
Nice high-low here. Farrell to Matt Hill. Matt missed once, but then tips in his own miss. Matt Hill gets into the act. Freddie Riley to the top, and Gurley. He's open for 3. He's got his 4th of the half. Anthony Gurley. And it's a 17-point, 65-48 UMass lead under 4.
Morgan, double team. They take it away from him. A steal by Rosario up to Tosic, who has a breakaway dunk. 17 straight points. Oh my. 33-12 as Anthony Gurley has 5. The Minutemen try to steal one. They do. Javon Farrell knocked it into the backcourt, got the steal, brings it in, banks it up, and it drops. Count it, and a foul. Farrell with a beautiful finish as he was being hogtied. 5 to shoot. Farrell cutting into Vincent. Vincent missed it, but Putney slams in the rebound with a right-handed thunderdunk. They lead it by 18, and the pass from Thompson stolen by Gurley. Gurley takes it back the other way, banks it in as he was falling away. Great finish by Gurley off the steal. 3 by Gurley. Oh, it drops from the left elbow. I was about to say quick shot, but Gurley hit it. And now CCSU calls it timeout. Here's Trainum. Trainum lobs it. Putney on the baseline. Catch and an alley-oop slam. 60-39. That's 5 straight by Rafael Putney. Trainum to the baseline. It's Jesse Morgan. Morgan banks in his first career basket.
And that's what I wanted to see. 41. All right, Coach, obviously it was a disappointing game Monday night in New Britain. What have you done since to try to move past that, learn from it, and then get ready for Atlanta?
Well, I think mentally I have to make sure my team's being strong mentally, that they can put this game behind us and look forward to the conference schedule and move forward with things. And really a lot of team meetings, a lot of just spending time with the players and really trying to get inside their heads and their minds to see where everybody's at. But I got good kids, guys that are going to compete and come back and fight out of a little bit of adversity. And so really just spending time with them, making sure that we know we're there for them and we care for them.
Well, it starts next Sunday afternoon at 2 against the Dayton Flyers. We got to take our first commercial break. You're going to like this, Coach. When we come back, we're going to relive one of the most embarrassing nights in John Chaney's career, and UMass was prominently involved. Stay tuned.
Why shop at Big Y? Because we do windows and shelves and floors. We even wash cars.
Our customers tell us time after time,
your stores are really clean.
it makes us feel warm and fuzzy all over.
Fuzzy's good.
We're also known for something else around here. Shoppers cleaning up with our sales. Only the best for your family.
The UMass Amherst Alumni Association is over 225,000 alumni strong. Our vibrant community participates in professional development programs, alumni clubs, athletic and other events around the globe. Explore the traditions, resources, and opportunities that are your UMass Amherst Alumni Association. Get connected today.
You are.
your tickets now. Call 1-866-UMass-TIX or visit UMassathletics.com.
Welcome to My Coach. Choose your sport.
My coach says I gotta get faster. My coach says I gotta gain speed. My coach says just listen to my voice. My coach says I know what you need. My coach says I'll be faster on the fast break. My coach says I'll be faster through the hole. My coach says I'll be faster to the ball. My coach says be faster.
It's 2010. What happened to cloning ourselves? I mean, if we at Coke Zero can copy real Coke taste with 0 calories, why can't you have more you?
Have the foundation that I need. I mean, they had the bad one that made my skin break out, but I am not buying that.
Oh. We don't know how it would work. But we do know things can be cloned. I'm looking at you, scientists.
Da, 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 da. The UMass Hoops Insider with Derek Kellogg, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Welcome back to UMass Hoops Insider as the Minutemen get set to take on the Dayton Flyers right here at the Mullins Center on Sunday afternoon. In honor of the 15-year anniversary of the 95-96 team's run to the Final Four, we're looking back at a special game from that season every week on our program. And as they headed into February, Coach Calipari's team was 19-0, #1 in the country, but a trip to Philadelphia and the always tough Temple Owls was on the docket. It didn't go so well for Coach Chaney's team, though. They had only 12 points in the first half, and it didn't get much better after that. Let's take a look back. February 1st, 1996, one of the biggest blowouts in the rivalry of Temple versus UMass.
When you come to McGonigal Hall, the unwelcome mat is out. #1 UMass in town tonight. 3-2. They never did get a shot away. Here comes Padilla. Nice pass. Travieso, the is that great passing? This guy's going to be able to be out there all night. Shot clock at 2. Oh, he knocks it down. Travieso. That just kills you. Report coming up with Chris Fowler and Digger Phelps. A full menu. Don't look around the top 25 tonight. There's another 3. Carmelo Travieso. And the Minutemen are about to make this a laugher going into halftime with an 18-point lead. On the wing for Travieso. Oh, he's got it. He feels it now. Couple of slams attempted, won't go. And it'll be 59-35 UMass. They win it by 24 after leading by 18 at the half. And John Calipari's team is 20-0, 8-0 in the Atlantic 10.
The Minutemen improved to 20-0 there at the beginning of February with that blowout victory. Of course, they remain #1 in the country. The Owls would rebound. They made the NCAA tournament and went to the second round later that March. Well, it's time for Coke Chalk Talk. One of the big bright spots recently has been the play of redshirt freshman Rafael Putney, who's starting to show some of the glimpses of the athleticism and talent that people have been waiting for since he came to Amherst. Let's go into the film room with Coach Kellogg.
Here we are once again standing in front of Video Central, a place where all the game plans come together and the breakdown of film come together after our big games. Today we're taking a look at one of the bright spots as of late, Rafael Putney, or better known as Skinny Man as his teammates may call him. A redshirt freshman. I'm glad that we redshirted him because he's starting to really come into his own. You're going to see here as we start the tape a lot of different things that Putney can do, from playing from the perimeter, scoring around the rim, and also dunking basketballs. Here he is in what we call our relocation spot, finishing the play there. Now we move him out to the wing. We've been working out what we call our floaters. Freeze it. Our floater is the shot where we drive it to the rim and we raise up and shoot a mid-range float shot. Here is freeze. And there he is floating in the lane, making a above the rim shot. A big-time play by Putney there. Go ahead, play the tape. Next, you'll see him taking it along the baseline one more time with our floater. Here he is, weak side, drive it baseline, and shoot the floater again. When Putney extends and shoots his floater, he's about 3 feet above the rim. Here he is now playing a little bit more around the rim, getting in there, fighting for rebounds and getting tip backs. He's one of the guys on our team that can get above the rim and play above the rim basketball. One more time, out of bounds under play. He uses his 6'9", 6'10" frame to get a shot around the rim and a nice put back there by Putney. When he's scoring around the rim, running the floor, finishing and ones like he does here, Putney is a valuable piece to our offense. One more time, here he is in our offense in the around the rim spot. Dribble drive, pass lob, Putney for the dunk. As you can see as you're watching him play, Rafael Putney is a player that has a lot of potential, a guy that I see in the future of being able to score the basketball inside with dunks, outside on the perimeter with floaters. He's a great weapon to have in our out-of-bounds underplay, and I'm very, very happy that I decided to redshirt him because now we have him for at least 3.5 more years. Rafael Putney / Skinny Man, here he is on our feature, one of our weapons on both ends of the floor.
All right, Coach, thanks for sharing with us. We've got to step aside. When we come back, we're going to go on the practice court. Right behind me, like the team is doing now, we've got Coach Kellogg and X's and O's on the other side. Keep it here.
The thing I like about UMass is that there's so many choices, so many options.
It's incredible to be able to go to a school that is this diverse.
To be able to put on my resume that I've done marketing for the show Glee and movies that have been #1 at the box office.
I came from Chicago to UMass for the sports management program because it's one of the top programs in the nation.
And I love having a practical major where I can be at school and feel like I'm doing something.
There's so much research going on here. There's lots of opportunity for undergraduate involvement in research that you don't get at a smaller institution.
Why shop at Big Y? Because we stand behind our quality. Literally.
Because my beef is all natural Angus from the USA.
My strawberries are all Driscoll's.
And I grind our beef fresh all day long.
We have the best sales week after week.
And everything's guaranteed fresh. Fresh. Fresh as one of these.
Only the best for your family from ours.
Welcome to My Coach. Choose your sport.
My coach said, I gotta get faster. My coach said, I gotta gain speed. My coach said, just listen to my voice. My coach said, I know what you need. My coach said, I'll be faster on the fast break. My coach said, I'll be faster through the hole. My coach said, I'll be faster to the ball. My coach said, be faster.
Hello, my name's Sam Provo. I played at UMass 1969 through 71, and the cage was the best place ever. My favorite memories are that this place had so many people in it you couldn't even breathe. And the first game that Julius played here, we beat Syracuse, or one of those teams, and it was so many people here you couldn't even hear yourself think. I love to see UMass come back. It's great seeing the Minutemen play here, the enthusiasm. I actually was a high school coach against Derek Kellogg when he was playing for Cathedral High School. When I was coaching against Derek at Commerce High School, he was at Cathedral. You could tell that Derek was a real heads-up player. You could tell he was going to be a coach someday. He was just so smart on the court. He unfortunately had to play against Travis Best all the time, but he usually did pretty well against him. And when I left UMass, I became a teacher and a coach, and that's what I did most of my career. And now I'm retired, and I just do a little substitute teaching and coaching also.
While Sam didn't score much in his 2 varsity seasons, I think there's a big reason why. His 2 years on Jack Lehman's squad were the same 2 as Julius Erving in 69-70 and 70-71. Good to catch up with Sam Provo. Well, here at the Mullen Center, the Minutemen have been busy at work getting ready for Atlantic 10 play. Time now to take you onto the practice court for Coach Kellogg with his X's and O's.
We love to break down our defense into the half-court defense. In practice, I love to have my assistant coaches run a quick segment on each end of the floor. Today, I'm with Coach Wahlberg down here. We're going to go what's called our phasing drill. Phasing is when the man is playing the ball, we want to have great ball pressure on him. When the player gives up the ball to his offensive player, we want to make sure we jump to the ball. And as the cutter cuts, you're going what we call phasing, which is going with them, but making sure you're off to the ball side, helping and talking to your teammates. It's all based on our principles of defensive pressure in the ball, getting off to the ball, and we want to have our defensive principles where everybody is on the side of the floor where the ball is located. And you'll see Coach Wahlberg here in our phasing drill as I help explain it to you as we go. We want great pressure on the ball. When he passes to the wing, jump to the ball as a defender, bang the cutter, and then we're staying ball side, and then we close out, make it hard to catch in a 3. Good. Good. I want the defender to jump to the basketball and not get what we call as a front cut. A front cut is when the offensive player cuts between you and the basketball. We want to jam the offensive player as a defensive player and make him go away from the ball. We want to make sure that when the ball is on one side of the floor as a defender, we stay on that side of the floor. And you'll see as the drill goes here. Good, good. Ball pressure on the pass. Jump to Shawn. Jump to the ball. Good, good. No post touch. Good. Denied to the three. Good, good. Now let him catch out. Good. This is just the basic building blocks of our defense. When we do stuff like this, it's just to get our one-on-one defense or our two-on defense set so that when we get to 4-on-4 or 3-on-3 or 5-on-5, that the guys have the basic principles of how I want to coach defense. Good, good. Now Taz, go Taz. Good, good, good. See it? Good, good. Don't let him catch. Go Taz, go Taz. Good, 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 good. Hands, hands, hands. Good, good, good. Nice job. Good, good. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Jump to it. Bang him, bang him. Good, 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 good. Here we go, here we go.
You always got to be working defense with those guys. Coach Wahlberg getting them going.
Yeah, it's great. We try to give the assistant coaches some latitude and work with the team on both ends of the floor. And this particular day, we were working on our defense, trying to make sure our guys have all our slides and all of our little schemes together.
Isn't it magic how we teleport right from the Mullen Center to the cage?
It's perfect. Works out so quickly.
Here we are. We got to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to find out who the guys in the Minutemen were idolizing growing up. So Coach is going to start thinking about his biggest idol as a youngster.
That's pretty easy.
All right, we're coming back. We'll find out.
UMass Amherst Alumni Association
provides resources for alumni
and students,
like campus to career programs, online tools,
scholarships and mentoring opportunities
that prepare students for life after graduation.
The Alumni Association sponsors student traditions
and athletic events.
Make connections at social,
professional,
and cultural alumni events
across
the country.
You are UMass!
It's 2010. Weren't we supposed to have time machines by now? I mean, if we at Coke Zero can give the world real Coke taste with 0 calories, why can't science give us an unlimited supply of do-overs?
Man, you dance like a man.
I dance like a man?
What? No, wait.
We bent the rules of taste. Physicist, isn't it time to bend time?
Da, 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 da.
The thing I like about UMass is that there's so many choices, so many options.
It's incredible to be able to go to a school that is this diverse.
To be able to put on my resume that I've done marketing for the show Glee and movies that have been #1 at the box office. I came from Chicago to UMass for the sports management program because it's one of the top programs in the nation.
And I love having a practical major where I can be at school and feel like I'm doing something.
There's so much research going on here. There's lots of opportunity for undergraduate involvement in research that you don't get at a smaller institution.
The UMass Hoops Insider with Derek Kellogg, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Welcome back on our final segment of UMass Hoops Insider. Don't forget, Sunday afternoon at 2, it's the Minutemen and Dayton Flyers at the Mullen Center. You can watch it live on CBS College Sports. Everybody looked up to somebody while they were growing up, whether it was a parent, a teacher, or an athlete. Today we asked some of the UMass players, who did you idolize when you were a youngster? Let's see what they said on today's Hookie Loud Lighter Side.
I would have to say my biggest idol would be my father. He's somebody I looked up to. He was always there. Not really having my mom around. Having my father there was something I needed.
My biggest idol was Michael Jordan. I like Michael Jordan. He was a great basketball player.
My biggest idol would have to be my father. You know, he was a good basketball player himself, and he was definitely a shooter, so I got my gun and attitude from him.
My biggest idol growing up was my pop. I look after my pop. He's very athletic in sports. He played at West Virginia for track and field, so I just look at him as my idol.
What was the biggest quality you think you took from your dad?
Him talking. My father was a mortgage broker, so he spent most of his days on the phone. So when he's riding the car, I can never listen to the radio because he's just sitting there doing business. And that's why I feel like I'm outgoing and I carry myself well.
You a Bulls fan?
A Bulls fan? Yeah, I had me a nice little Bulls jacket back in the day.
Starter?
Yeah, starter.
Really?
I did.
What's your biggest professional sports idol?
Professional? That's easy. That's MJ.
MJ.
Got it.
Yeah. Biggest sports idol?
When I was young, I used to love Deion Sanders.
Yeah?
Yeah, I used to love Deion.
Deion.
He used to run up the sideline and do his little dance, and just seeing him and just like the stuff that he would say to the media, I'm like, yo, this guy's out of his mind.
Do you have a Jordan impersonation for us?
Nah, I don't got none. Maybe on the court.
How about a little when he made that 3-pointer against Portland?
All right.
Who's your biggest athletic role model?
I like Scottie Pippen a lot.
Model your game after Scottie Pippen?
Nah, I actually model my game off of Tayshaun Prince. And people say Austin Bay. My teammates say Austin Bay and then Kevin Durant. So long and athletic like them.
You got any flair for the dramatic like that?
I mean, dudes on the team now think I have the most quote-unquote swag on the team. So I guess that could be a place where I got it from.
Good job, gentlemen. Coach Kellogg, who were your idols growing up?
Well, there's always the parents, like a father or a mother figure or a coach or a mentor. But growing up, the guy that I idolized and wanted to be like was Larry Bird. Any young kid growing up in the state of Massachusetts with the success of the Celtics grew up and wanted to be Larry Bird on the floor. And I would say he was kind of an idol of mine.
How close did your jump shot get to Larry Legend's?
Pretty close. As I've gotten older, it's gotten even better.
Okay, time to finish the show with a look at some topics that we haven't asked Coach about yet here in the program. It's UMass Catering Quick Bite. It's been a couple of weeks now since Jesse Morgan has been practicing and playing with the team. How do you like the way he's progressing?
I like his attitude. He's coming with a good attitude every day. I've said it all along. It's always tough for a guy who sat out for a year and a half to come in and make an immediate impact. We can remember back to Donta Bright, Larry Kettner, Tyrone Weeks, Monty Mack, guys along those lines. And I think Jesse, with time, is going to be a very good basketball player for us.
After the Dayton game, your first Atlantic 10 road contest is a tough one. You'll be at Xavier on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
Man, does it get any easier to go to Xavier, the Cintas Center, one of the nicest venues in college basketball, and a team that is, I'd say, one of the teams in our league that is right up there at the top.
Quick alumni update and a UMass Hall of Famer to boot. Marcus Camby is 5th in the NBA in rebounding this season. Just had another 20-rebound game on Tuesday.
He doesn't stop. Does Camby ever get old? He actually just tweeted me the other day just saying, Coach, just hang in there, make sure the young guys are getting better and working. And it's great that he's back involved in following the program.
We heard from Jason Yellen, our media relations guru, there are 7 NBA scouts planning on attending the game on Sunday. That's a great opportunity for you guys to play in front of guys like that.
I think it is, and I think to give Anthony Gurley a chance to show how much he's improved and how his game has come along, and also give some of our young guys an opportunity to get that first glimpse at some of the young guys and let them know that they've been working in what they need to get to that next level.
And we think they'll be watching an exciting game, right?
I'm hoping so. I think it's going to be an up and down affair, and both teams are going to come in ready to play.
Well, come on out and see it at the Mullins Center. Again, it's 2 p.m. on Sunday. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you right back here next week.
The UMass Hoops Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola, Big Y World Class Markets, Adidas, UMass Catering, the UMass Alumni Association, the Hookey Lounge, and UMassathletics.com.